May all Buddhas, Maha-Buddhas, Pacceka Buddhas, Maha-Pacceka Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Maha-Bodhisattvas, all the Arahants, the Maha-Arahants, the grace of fathers and mothers of all lifetimes, the grace of Luang Por Posi Surya Khemarato, the grace of all the perfections. Please hold the space for all of us. May all practices for attainment within Kamasthana and Vipassana meditation and all of Dharma practices, together with the expectation for accomplishments and attainment in both the mundane world and spirituality, be released, be forgiven. This is called the samudaya, causes of suffering, causes of karma, and the suffering, overlaying in the worldly and spiritual matters. May all karma as such be released. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. Regarding all delusions of the preoccupation of obtainment from all the woeful realms of the hungry ghosts, demons, animal realms, and hell realms, including all realms of existence within the incalculable physical world and samsara, and all cases and all types of karma they have created, they are derived from the expectation for attainment. Since the beginning of the existing mind, there has been an expectation for the mind itself. Since the beginning of the consciousness, there is an expectation for the consciousness itself. Since the beginning of seeing, there is an expectation from the seeing itself. Since the beginning of feelings, thoughts, recalls, and emotions, mental impressions, and all of mental elements that have been deludedly expected from, including the made-up of all the Dhamma, mindfulness, concentration, meditative power, contemplations, insights, and wisdoms, that has been deludedly expected from in order for attainment. Such behaviors are considered being deluded to set up for that which is anatta, the meaninglessness, grasping for that which is not about grasping. Therefore, they are destined to fall into realms of existence, from the highest, medium, until the lowest realms of existence. This includes the setup for the gross matters in shapes, sounds, smells, tastes, and touches. This is the behaviors of the samudaya, the causes of suffering and the suffering, overlaying the physical world, the elements, the body and the mind, and all of spiritual matters. The whole expectation from the grace of the Triple Gem, the Buddhas, the Mahaparami, the grace perfections, the Maha-Bodhisattvas, Pacceka Buddhas, all the fully enlightened ones, the Arahants, the noble ones, gurus and teachers, and the grace of fathers and mothers. Moreover, the expectation within the belief values, the made-up values, the deliverance, the cease of the suffering, the enlightenment, and the path to the enlightenment. All of such belief values and all vows with the expectation for both worldly and spiritual are themselves an obstructions. May all karma be released and forgiven. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. So let's open up with the reminders. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with attachment, detachment, or non-attachment. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with involvement or non-involvement, letting go or not letting go, cutting or not cutting. Widen out limitlessly, further and further, without focuses, targets, without any particular target. and do not drift in everything. Always use the reminders. This is giving the ungraspable, giving something that is unattachable. Therefore, it is beyond anything. The so-called loving kindness, love, this infinite force is beyond that. So, open up. You can open the palms and widen out further and further. Do not have focus on anything particularly. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with anything. Beyond the beyond. We are amidst all and everything, with all the sounds, smells, tastes, touches, and shapes, through the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, bypassing them, bypassing what you see, what you hear, what you smell, what you taste, what you touch, and all the objects of perception, instantly bypassing without focuses, without paying attention, without preoccupation. So the seeing, the knowing, the looking, hearing, listening, tasting, touching, smelling will be just the gate and the perception without fabrications. So it can be widening. Without identification. Your looking will not create suffering. Your seeing will not create karma. Instead, it is opening to help unwind from all intentions. Intentions in looking, seeing, and knowing has the set up to grasp. Therefore, by opening through the infinite force, this karmic intention will be dissolved. Bypassing all and everything from the origin, which is not attached, detached, or non-attached. Widen out further and further. Let's not preoccupied with anything particularly. Instead, opening beyond opening. Use this vessel as a giving channel. The giving channel that is from the foundation of the great compassion of the infinite force. That which has nothing to do with involvement or non-involvement. Everything is from this foundation, In other words, it's called Sunyata Nibbana. Automatically, it does purify all types of intentions. It dissolved all karmic intentions. And therefore, those intentions, purposes, targets, focuses will be softened and faded. The more this vessel open up to share the infinite force to all and everything, with all and everything, simultaneously, all the backup of the grasping mind with all the intentions will be removed automatically. So you have your naked eyes, ears, naked nose, naked tongue, naked hands and body mind. With the great compassion of the infinite force to proceed forward instead of the grasping intentions of the mind. And this will bypass everything instantly, automatically, without trying to bypass anything. There is no effort. And it reflects in the mind itself. If there is the mind. But if you continue to open up moment to moment, from moment to moment, the infinite force will guide the way instead of the mind, which is with intentions to grasp for something, as it is already has been crystallized with its patterns. It deepens like that. Therefore, the religions in giving and opening beyond opening is necessary. The reminders will be heard, especially by those from the upper realms of existence, without doubt. And don't hesitate, don't create gaps without giving the infinite force or guiding by the infinite force, as the gaps will be the mind that is sustaining from looking, seeing and knowing, acknowledging, from smelling, tasting, touching, hearing, listening. And in there is karmic intentions. So let's proceed further and further than the focus, than the targets in looking, seeing and knowing, acknowledging, in the perceptions and the objects that has been bypassed through the infinite force is actually receiving the mighty force of the purification through the emptiness. Through that which has nothing to do with attachment, detachment or non-attachment. Therefore, it clears out all stains which is crystallized within the grasping mind, which is itself the desires, delusions, and delusive attachment. That's the fabrication. And when it receives the infinite force, it will dissolve. So continue all together. Opening beyond opening. Awakening out of the awakening itself. In the way of not grasping for the non-grasping itself. Keep on widening out further and further with the foundation of not involved within the non-involvement itself, with everything simultaneously. We would like to also declare removal and cancellation, renunciation, revocation from all intentions, which is itself the cause of karma, the cause of suffering. Whatever intentions which is set up in looking, seeing and knowing, acknowledging, in smelling, tasting, touching, seeing, looking, listening, hearing. May it be cancelled and removed. Let's proceed in the way that is opening simultaneously with everything, with the foundation of not attached even to the non-attachment itself, not grasping even for the non-grasping itself. Widen out further and further. Keep opening. So, wherever you are at, in the mind will be dissolved automatically. Just guide it with the reminders. It is important. And the surroundings, near and far, will hear it and they will follow accordingly. Therefore, the reminders, the self-purifying reminders, are important to be used more often, days and nights, anytime, and according to the situation of the arising mind. use it according to that. Therefore, you will know how to use it, and therefore, those realms of existence will hear the sentence you use. Purification will happen. And then everything will be unwound altogether, automatically, right in that moment. And from moment to moment, from moment to moment, there is only such purification for samsara. Samsara means intentions. Samsara means causes of karma, causes of suffering. Samsara means suffering. And samsara includes all realms of existence, from the hell realms to the highest heaven realms. So let's help unwind from all intentions, the karmic intentions, whether it is spiritual or mundane. We proceed all together with the foundation of Mahasunyata Nibbana, the great void. That which has nothing to do with meaningful or not meaningful. So continue together, extending the infinite force further and further, without focusing, without target, destination, without trying to be clear or not clear with anything particularly. Everything is from not involved, even within the non-involvement itself.